major spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Huskers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Penn State's offense will get the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands.
Breaks into the open. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. For the many fans of the program, they started this season dreaming of a national championship. That dream has quickly turned to a nightmare, falling all the way out of the top 25. Where is their head right now amidst all of this chaos?
They got to get their heads out of the clouds right now and finally play up to their potential. They've got a lot of talent, but they have not been able to put it together on game day. There's a lot of people on social media and message boards, sports talk radio locally, very, very angry with how this team has played. They've got to do something to turn it around, Dave.
That's not the place I thought they had to get their head on. I mean, it's been a dumpster fire. It has not been good this year. They've got to somehow right this ship. There's too much talent on this squad to be losing.
Turning on the Jets. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On his feet at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And the Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Power ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, what a job by this defense. What a response. Not the ideal start, but they come down the field, get a goal line situation, third and goal, and you bow your necks and you're physical.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Turning it on. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Husker. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Starts to scramble to the left. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buck. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Catch in the middle. It's Markway. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play-action protection and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his legs inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
That's caught. It's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Burks. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this.
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Touchdown, Nebraska. He got it. And it was lights out after that.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. And the D denied him on second and goal. Trying to march in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Got his man. And that one did not work.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down into 23. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up for...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. And he's out after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe. First 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Makes the grab. It's Markway. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Newton. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle, it's Denmark. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first down. So, there
he goes. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st down from the 11. Rides the back on the option to give. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick handoff. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. The nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter. They're satisfied to just...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. you can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that's the beauty of run and play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Husker. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Newton. Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they
breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain. And they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Good completion on the out. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ives. Turning it on! The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Cornhuskers will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, the ground game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown!
Step one, great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, and get the football back to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree.